What's going on, Facebook? How are you guys doing today? All right, replay viewers, you know what to do. Hashtag replay, tell me which country you're coming in from, and class is about to be in session. Get out a notepad, get out a pen. I'm about to save you some time and some money because I went through Eric Warre's course on branding, social media, video marketing, and I'm going to tell you everything I learned in it in this video session right now. All right, so let's jump straight into it here, guys. Angie, what's up? Welcome to the call. Himalaya, welcome to the call, guys. Bradley's in the house. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Let me know in the comments how you are today. Are you pumped? Are you pissed? What's going on? Bradley gives me thumbs up, lots of hearts. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Okay, so Eric Warre, guys. Eric Warre, he's one of the network marketing gurus. He's a stud, right? He's an absolute stud. He's a beast. He has hundreds of thousands of people that he motivates to move, right? At the end of the day, our job is to help people get unstuck, right? To motivate people to move, to be the best version of themselves, right? And the only way you can do that is by putting yourself out there in a specific way that's calculated and authentic, right? Now, I'm going to tell you everything I learned in Eric Warre's course because I went through it and I wrote down my notes and I'm going to talk about it. But first, let's say hi to some people. Bradley says he's coming in live from Motherland, South Africa. Brother, I'm super excited to come down there in about 3 or 4 weeks, right? We're launching our new company down there. Cannot wait to come and absorb that culture and check out what you guys are doing. Angie's in the house. She says, good morning from Saratoga. Never been there. I want to go for sure. If we do, you have to take me out. I want to wear a hat like you, right? Angie says she's pumped, having a coffee and avocado toast. Perfect. I just had a coffee. I have some grapes here. Bradley says he's pumped up. He says he loves Eric Warre. Angie says she loves Eric Warre too, follows him. Cool. Okay, so bottom line, guys, I'm going to save you $250 right now. Okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. So let me know in the comments, first of all, before I get into the content, what do you think are the most important couple of things when you're creating your brand or you're putting yourself out there? Say you're building your page, you're building your influence, you're building your following, you're building yourself. What are some of the most important things that you believe, you know, help you stand out from the crowd? Let me know in the comments, okay? So I'm gonna tell you guys, I guess here, I gotta write some, where are my notes here? So I'm gonna give you guys a couple of the tips for creating video content, right, that I learned from his video content creation course, right? And then I'm gonna give you a list of do's and a list of don'ts. Now, these are very straightforward, but if you can write them down and remember them or put them beside your computer when you're doing your videos, it'll change everything because it'll change how people are reacting to your content, right? The way they're actually feeling your vibe will change, but you have to follow systematic steps. Everything we do is in steps, right? Everything is a formula. Nothing is just random around here, right? Our mentors are always giving us formulas and steps. If you follow them, you're successful. If you don't, you're usually not. Right? This is no different. So tips for creating video content. The first thing I put here, never make a video unless you have a theme and it's relevant, right? Because people want to show up for value. Let me know in the comments, do you show up for videos for what? For value, right? Maybe a little bit of entertainment, but mostly for value. You know what I mean? Like I have certain people that I watch. I know when they go live, it's either going to be funny and make me laugh, and there's going to be value, or I'm going to for sure learn something that blows my mind, right? Or they're just super motivational and they're going to make me feel inspired. I don't just show up to videos because, you know, it's just a video about nothing, right? There's so much content out there now. You really have to be valuable to catch people's attention. So tip for creating video content, never make a video unless you have a theme and it's relevant. So the theme of this video is how to do videos, how to brand yourself on social media and do the do's and don'ts, right? Things that people are actually interested in learning. I loved learning this stuff. I wrote 4 pages of notes down and now I'm putting it into action by going live and talking about it, right? That's learn, implement, teach. That's what this industry is all about. The second thing, I already said it, bring value. Actually bring something to the table that people want to take notes on. Something that they're like, oh yeah, good idea. Boom, write that down. That's value. You want to bring value to the table on your video, right? It could be on anything. It could be on spirituality, it could be on health, it could be on how to make money, it could be on any niche that inspires you, that you talk about regularly, what your followers are interested in, right? If they're interested in wine, you can bring value about different wines. If they're interested in cryptocurrency, you can bring value about blockchain news and awesome stuff that's happening in the crypto space. Bottom line is, it has to be value packed. Without value, nobody cares, right? You have to be raising the vibration of the universe by bringing value to the table. Tip number 3, do it in the most interesting way that you can. Now, people find this difficult, I think, myself included. I mean, this is not a very interesting scene I have here. I have a plain white background. I have myself sitting here, but I'm doing it on purpose like this because in today's video, my content is about what I'm saying. It's like a classroom setting. So I don't want any distractions behind me. I'm sure you've seen many of my videos. I'll be out and about. I'll be at the beach, or I'll be walking through Rome, or I'll be in Russia at my wife's family's house, or you'll see me out places doing multiple videos. Usually in those videos, they're more motivational, more inspirational, more team-generated stuff where I'm talking about results and people making money and how everything is, you know, awesome, and or struggles or problems that I'm having, you know, those kind of videos. But if it's a classroom type video like this one, it's better to just have it plain and no distractions behind you. Be better. I mean, if you had a whiteboard, if you had something to write on to make it really like a classroom, even better, right? But you want to be able to make sure that people can focus. So do it in an interesting way and make sure that it's relevant to the content. Tip number 4, make sure you have decent lighting and sound. This is super important. I don't have the best lighting here. I'll admit that. We're just at an Airbnb. I don't have my circular lamp here. I will have it shortly. But you know, I have some natural light coming in. I have my 2 microphones here, right? One for Instagram Live and one for Facebook Live. So the microphones are working. Check, 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 right? Sound is quality. You have to have good sound. I've actually ordered a microphone. I got the Yeti, so I'm very excited for that. I'm going to pick it up in a couple of weeks, so that'll be cool. My content is about to get much higher value. I have a ring light and I have a Yeti microphone coming. Very excited for that. Okay, tip 5, when in doubt, make it short, quick, and to the point, right? Like when I first started doing videos, I had this problem of rambling and rambling and rambling on forever, and I never got to the point, right? Because I was kind of uncomfortable in what I was saying. I wasn't so sure or confident, and I would catch myself just talking and talking and talking and rambling. You're gonna lose people if you do that. People have a short attention span. The only way to capture their attention is to be short, quick, to the point, and value-packed, right? And with that in mind also, at the beginning of your video, you want to be telling them what you're going to be talking about so that they know, okay, well, if I wait around, he's going to tell me some stuff, right? These are important. So those are some 5 basic tips to start with. That's class number 1 right now. Never make it unless you have a theme. Bring value to the table. Do it in an interesting way. Make sure to have lighting and sound that's good. And when in doubt, do it short, quick, and snappy. Okay? Let's go back over here. See who's around. Cool. You guys in the comments, I just want to see who's around. If you guys are getting any value so far, any ha-ha moments or anything. Ria's in the house. How you doing, Ria? TJ, welcome to the call, buddy. Yo, bro. John Williams is here. How you guys doing? Awesome. So those are some just basic tips, but if you just simply follow those, you'll be on the right path for your videos to start, right? To make sure that they're actually high quality, not high volume, high quality. Now, let's talk about some do's and some don'ts. Okay, some do's and some don'ts. Now, all of this stuff falls into sort of the personal development marketing sort of area, right? Because the more and more you do videos about whatever niche you're in, the more and more you have to develop yourself to do those videos, right? You have to develop yourself to do the videos. So personal development is a massive part of being successful at anything in life and also online. My personal development group is open to the public, but I screen people on the way through. If you want to join it, there's a link in the description. You can click that, allow it a minute or 10 seconds to load. It'll take you through some steps. And then inside that group, I have a lot of content like this. I was actually going to put this in the group, but I decided just to go live and put it out to the public, and I'll just share it into the group later, right? Because I feel like everybody needs to benefit from this. And I paid for this information from Eric Worre, and I'm just sharing it with you guys because I feel like doing it today, right? So here's some do's and some don'ts. When you start expanding your brand and growing your brand, like I've been doing this now for about 6 months, you start to attract more and more people, right? Followers and fans. So here's a list of some things that you can do to expand it properly, do it well, attract the right type of people. And then here's a list of some don'ts that will hurt your brand, they'll hurt your reputation, and they'll actually push people away from you, right? And again, I pulled these from Eric Worre's course, and I picked out the most important ones that I felt I struggled with the most or that I got the most value from. So number one, this is a huge one, okay? Show your personal, authentic self, right? Remove the mask. People are sick and tired of this perfect Instagram bullshit world. They don't want to talk to people like that because it's fake, right? If you take the best snippets of your life and you put it on social media, all you're going to do is attract people that are pretentious, egotistical, and or depressed because they're looking at it and they can't believe their life isn't like that. Better to just be yourself, show people you're growing, show people your progress. Be like, oh man, my first video was like this, my second video was like that, now look at me, right? You can see the progress there. People love to see progress because it's personable, right? They can relate to you. I'll give you an example from me. When we do webinars now, we have anywhere between 20 to 100 people show up, right? When I did my very first webinar, maybe 10 months ago, I had one person show up. One, me. I was the only person there. I didn't know how to generate leads. I didn't know how to build a list. I didn't know how to get people to come to my webinar, right? And it was just me on that Zoom alone. And I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm proud to say it because I've come a long way, right? So if you show people your progress, they can relate to you. So tip number one to do is to be your authentic self. Don't be shy, just be you, right? There's only one. Number two, posting things about things that interest you so that you attract people that are like you, right? Hobbies, travel, blogs, your kids, your pets, stuff like this. These kind of things show people who you really are, right? Number three, I look for people that have similar interests to me, same sort of mindset, same set of niches, they have the same outlook on life, right? And I friend these people and I follow their life and I look at what they're doing. I look at their websites, I look at their Facebook pages, I'll go scan their LinkedIn, I'll go to their Instagram, I'll see what they're doing. And if it's someone who resonates with me, I'll connect with that person and I'll, strike up a conversation because this is all about connecting with people, right? Now, posting pictures and videos, obviously very important. People need to see the real you. If you just post memes all day, nobody cares, right? But who is that? Is that a human? Is it a robot? You have to be yourself, like I said, right? Hashtags, using hashtags. I don't use so many hashtags, but for certain platforms you do. LinkedIn, use hashtags for sure. Instagram, use them for sure. Facebook, I don't use them there. Paying attention to your likes. So you seeing people that show up on certain posts, your audience will tell you what they like and what they don't like. If you make a post about something and you get 200 people showing up, it's a good idea to make another post like that. It means your audience likes that. If nobody shows up, maybe you should change it up a bit, right? Curiosity posts. Now, our mentors talk about this. Every other social media marketing course or whatever that I've gone through, and I've gone through a bunch. I've been through Eric Worre stuff, Ray Higdon stuff, my Millionaire Mentor stuff. I've been through Ty Lopez's stuff. I've been through Dan Locke's stuff. I've been through some of Grant Cardone's stuff. I've been through a lot of stuff. And they're all talking about curiosity posts. Curiosity posts are important because you're not giving away the company you're working with, right? People can just Google that shit and then they're gone. Better to create curiosity, make them curious as to what you're doing, right? Intrigue them, inspire them, and then they'll come to you. Now, you can attract them that way. Following and liking groups that are important and relevant to you, yes, for sure. Congratulating and celebrating other people's success, yes, that's a do. Being friendly, yes. Negativity drives people away. If you know some negative people in Facebook, I'm sure you've either unfollowed them, stopped commenting on their shit, or just let them go or block them. That's what I do. I don't have time for any negativity in my life at all. You have to post daily, once or twice, for sure. Be consistent with that. And be patient. That's a good one at the end of Eric Worre's list here. Be patient. You have to be patient because it's not going to happen overnight. Okay? I'm loving these grapes in Rome. I feel like a Roman Empire, just eating grapes constantly. They're so good. So good. All right. Let's see. Jorn says, entice and inspire. Yeah, he sure does. Roberto says, thanks. Grateful. TJ says he's just getting up. John Griffith, just finished my day 3 of 21, so learning all the time. Yeah, exactly, man. See, half the battle is starting the process of understanding how we do this, right? So you're on day 3 of 21 of the Facebook Live Challenge inside the Explosive Entrepreneurs Group. That's awesome, John. Congratulations, man. I love it. I'm going to get in that group as soon as I get off here, and I'm going to go jump on those lives, and I'm going to interact, and I'm going to give you a little feedback and my thoughts about what I think there. It's awesome. If you guys aren't in the 21-day Facebook Live Challenge in our group, get on it. It's awesome. People are in there dropping bombs. 21 days in a row. Angie says, good vibes only. Renee says, you need the white robe and leaf headpiece. Yeah, like a toga party, right? Like a toga party. Exactly. Okay, so let's go through some of the don'ts. Okay, these are things that you're shooting yourself in the foot. And it's not that intuitive. Some of these actually are, you feel like you should be doing them. But if you do them, you're shooting yourself in the foot. I hope this sounds good. Is this rubbing? It could be rubbing. I'm going to put it in my ear. If that was rubbing the whole time, I apologize. Okay, so here's some don'ts of expanding your brand and putting videos up on Facebook properly. Okay. First of all, you want to fill your friends with actual people that matter. When I say people that matter, I mean people that are vibing with you, people that are in the same industry, people that are actually going to get value from your content and interact with you, right? But you don't want to join, or you don't want people to follow you that are just salesy distributors, right? Because they're going to come into your videos and stuff, and they're going to actually tell people what you're doing. I've had this happen before. I make a curiosity post, and then someone comes in and they drop the link, and they're like, yeah, this company's awesome. Boom. And you're like, oh my God, man, what are you doing? Right? They need to be educated on that. So you can reach out, educate them, but it's easier if they're just not in your reality to start with. Another thing not to do, to tell people to join you. Join me now, join me. That doesn't work, right? How about posting about your product, how awesome it is? Check out this, look at this awesome water that I have. You want to buy this water bottle? Look at it, it's got this awesome wrapper. It's pink. It's got a butterfly on it. It's got the best water. It's from Switzerland. Buy it now. Like, what do you want to do? You really want to buy that now? No, of course you don't. But what if I was like, oh, it's so hot in Rome, and I'm so grateful that I have this cold water here, only for a limited time. Curiosity. People are like, oh, what kind of water is that? I want to buy that. But if I'm like, buy this water now, no, people are going to run, right? Posting about your company. This is a huge problem in the industry. People are posting pictures of their stuff and names of the brands and all this stuff. Now, there is some exceptions. Some of these exceptions are if you're a huge leader and you literally have hundreds of thousands of people following you, or you make a post and there's like 500 comments. A lot of those leaders will just simply put up the brand and a link. Now, chances are that's not you. You need to build yourself up to that status. And by posting your brand and stuff out there, people are just going to know what you're doing. You're not going to have any curiosity. Why would they join you when they could just go and join someone else? When they could join that leader who has that following, who has that network. Like when people join me, they get 30-day quick start guides. Why would they join you if they could join me? But they're not going to know about it if you don't tell them which company you're in. You feeling what I'm putting down? Let me know in the comments if that's making some sense. They're not going to know what you're doing until you talk to them in the chat, right? If you tell them before you're in the chat, you've lost them. They can just go to Google. They can go find the big leaders. That's what I do. If I see a company that's amazing, I just go to Google. I say, oh, who are the top leaders? Boom. Oh, these are the top 5 guys. Boom. Go to their page, check them out, see if I like it. If I do, that's how it is. But I can't do that if people don't post the company name, right? So don't post it on your Facebook unless you're a huge leader. If you are, do your thing. I'm learning from you, right? It's awesome. Now, this is controversial. Eric Warrior says not to do it. I kind of like doing it. I don't know. Posting things like looking for 3 leaders to join my company, or looking for, ambitious people. I kind of think it's okay because a lot of people show up, but also it kind of puts a bad taste in real leaders' mouths. Like if you're really looking for a proper leader, They're not going to be like, oh, I'm a leader, can I join? No, leaders don't do that, right? Spamming, tagging, commenting on timelines. This is terrible. Never do this. Don't make a post and start tagging 900 people. I hate when I get tagged in people's posts. It drives me crazy. I send them a direct message. I'm like, listen, man, stop tagging me in your post. I hate it. Stop it, right? Don't tag people. Don't post and spam and just blast people like a pushy salesman. It does not work. Those days are over. Obscenity in your posts, swearing and stuff. I don't know. Some people do, some people don't. I swear in my live videos every now and then. I try not to, right? But you can get flagged, so people can flag you and your content can be dropped, or you can get your ads account turned off, and things like that can happen. So it's better just not to. Being negative and complaining, don't do that, right? Bashing other companies, don't do that unless it's a scam, right? If it's a scam, bash the shit out of it. I'll bash it all day long, right? I'll tag the owners, I'll tag that place, I'll blow it up. I hate those scammers. But if it's just a competition, don't bash them. You look like a fool. You look weak. Don't do that, right? Posting about politics and religion. Now, if you post about politics and religion, you get a ton of engagement, right? I do it sometimes because I am passionate about some political things and some of the religious things interest me, right? But I don't post about it all the time. But when you do, you're going to get a lot of engagement and people will actually like fight under there. So it's actually quite negative. So I would recommend be very specific, very careful, and don't do it too much, right? Here's a huge don't. Drying out your dirty laundry, complaining about shit. I read a post the other day from someone I follow, and they were like, I just arrived at the such and such resort. I had, we're here for a week in Greece or wherever it was, and it's going to be an amazing trip. And then he put like, what I could have wrote? And then he wrote a big like drama story underneath as like a lesson not to do, right? So he put lovely trip in Greece, can't wait for this weekend, which is very positive. And I was like, that's awesome. And then he put what not to write. And then he put this long drama post about the shitty airport, how the taxi was late, the check-in girl was a bitch, and he was just complaining about the experience. And he said, don't do this. And he wrote that. And I read that and I was like, oh, that's so negative. If he would have just written that, I would have been like, oh, this guy's so negative. But instead, he led with, the positive side. So if you're always looking on the positive side of things, post about that. Leave the negative shit out. You don't need to air your dirty laundry, right? You don't want to be boring. You want to be interesting. Nobody wants to watch a video of a person just sitting, talking like this about something. I don't know, I'm just going to talk here for a little while. It's good if you, post some stuff on videos. It's good. Who wants to watch that shit? Not me. I would scroll right past that fucker, no problem. But if you're exciting and you have value and you pack energy, right? If you're pumped up, people will watch. Why? Because they want to be around people with energy, right? I want to be around people who are fired up and pumped and kicking ass at life, peak performers. That's who I want to be around. So when I see one on a video, I watch that, right? That's the difference. Here's a huge one. Do not lie about your success. Do not lie about it. You will be exposed. People will find out. They will know. Don't lie about your success. He put this as number 15. I think it should be number 1. Because when you first get started, a lot of people think that they need to make up a story about their income so that they're credible. It's the opposite of that. It's the opposite of that. What you need to do is tell people you're just getting started and that you're learning. And then you talk about your small successes, right? You build yourself up to a big one. We have specific strategies that we learn from our millionaire mentors, how to create success stories from other people's success stories around yourself, right? So that you have the credibility so you can build your brand and build your influence. We have strategies and formulas for that. I use them, right? I went from making zero money to having 5-figure months. And the whole way along the process, I was using a formula to talk about the various levels of success I was having, right? There's a formula for that, guys. So Angie says, good vibes only. Jorn says, ha, ha, ha. Angie says, makes perfect sense. Jorn says, yeah, makes sense. Bernie, how you doing, Bernie? She says, me too. Larry Carter joined the call. How you doing? Bernie says, never post links. Check mark, exactly. John says, I get spammed every day, and go to the next message. John, I'll tell you right now, if you're getting spammed every day, it means that you're attracting the wrong type of people to your reality. there's a specific way to create content that you attract a certain person. This is also part of the formula that we learn inside our group. And when you have the right people coming towards you, you'll stop getting spammed. I don't get spammed at all anymore, right? I have leaders showing up in my inbox wanting to do joint ventures, and leaders showing up asking me what I'm doing and how we can work together, because I know how to create content that attracts a certain individual. That's something that I learned, right? You can learn it too. But if you're getting spammed, that means you're attracting the wrong people. There's a very simple fix. It's in the Facebook formula that we learn from our mentors. Bernie says, leaders give value, so you have to keep following. Exactly. Bernie says, I hate messenger spam. Exactly. Again, Bernie, if you're getting spammed, you need to check your content, because you're attracting the wrong people. Angie says it too. I hate spam. Sean's in the house. What's up, buddy? Angie says, never bash your competition. Bernie says, bash and tag scammers. Yeah, exactly. Bash them and tag them. I hate them. Jorn says, always speak positive about competitors. Yes, there you go. Bernie says, hate whiners. Look for the positive. Yeah, Angie says she agrees. Don't like when people air their dirty laundry on the page. No time for negativity. No time for negativity. Exactly. Jorn says, no BMW. Exactly. Yeah, Bernie, no one wants to hear complainers. Renee's laughing. Angie's loving it. Bernie says, I have to work on exciting energy. You know, one of the ways that I get pumped up and excited for videos, or for even when I just get on a call with anyone that's in our group and we're just doing a small coaching session or something, if you get your body moving first, like do some jumping jacks, do a couple push-ups, get the cells moving in your body, that puts you in a higher vibrational state and you come across vibing higher, right? Literally, right? Angie says, I'm blessed to be surrounded with people with high vibes. Yeah, Bernie says, I can't stand I'm successful. What's that? Oh, yeah. She can't stand when people say I'm successful. Yeah, exactly. Angie says, truth. Wow, there's a lot of comments here. Bernie says, great live. Thank you. It's awesome. Renee says, laundry dryers are victims. Stay away. Correct. Exactly. Okay, so those are the tips that I pulled from Eric Worre's course about building video, building your brand on social media. Okay. If you guys want to join my personal development group, it's not the Explosive Entrepreneurs. That's our team group. That's where we cultivate a massive team and we're working together. I have a personal development group that's just mine, right? We all have our own personal development groups in niches that we're passionate about. I'm passionate about personal development, and I'm passionate about financial freedom strategies, because I wanted to walk away from my job a year ago. I hated my job as a general manager as a hotel, and I wasn't making enough money. I wanted to walk away. I wanted to leave that job, and I wanted to live the freedom lifestyle and make as much damn money as I wanted from a computer screen. I've successfully done that in under 1 year. Okay. Now in my personal development group, I talk about the strategies that I did that with. I show the companies that I work in. I show everything in there. That's what it's for, right? So if you want to join that group, there's a link in the description. Click that. It'll take you through my ManyChat bot, and there's some steps there because I qualify people to come through. I don't let everybody in there. And, you know, I just have a piece of advice for anybody who's watching this. If you're just getting started, or if you're struggling, you know, to generate leads, to close sales, if you're tired of being rejected, if you can't, you know, upsell or downsell, if you don't know how to get the attraction factor going, if you don't have your Facebook Messenger full of messages every day like you should, right? If you have victims around you, if any of this sounds familiar, I can tell you that I was there less than a year ago. Okay, I was there. But what I did was I took massive action, right? I moved forward like it was my last breath of oxygen, literally. Like I did this do or die style. I quit my job. We moved to Rome where it's super expensive. We got an Airbnb downtown in the center of Rome, not cheap. And I don't have a job, right? I'm making all my money online. And I did that on purpose. I burned the ships, right? So that I'm committed to my team and to growing us and helping everybody kick ass at life, right? So my advice for you is to treat it as if it's your last breath of air. If you don't feel the need or the desire or the hunger to make it happen, you won't. Comfort kills dreams. Okay. If you're comfortable, you're just chilling and you're like, yeah, maybe part-time. I don't know. I mean, if you're like that, it's not going to happen for you. You need to have the hunger and the drive. Like it's literally like you're going to die if you don't make it happen. Now, the fastest and best way to make it happen is to get yourself mentors, get yourself coaches, do courses, get with people who have what you want. Find someone you resonate with. Find a team like the Explosive Entrepreneurs that are full of fire and success stories. Get involved, learn from people, give value to the group, exchange energy, and you will rise up. The cream always rises to the top in everything in life. And this industry of internet marketing, online entrepreneurship, digital entrepreneurship, it's no different, right? It's no different. But you have to follow the steps. You have to be coachable. You have to take massive action. You have to invest into yourself. You have to understand that you, as the human, the person, you're the commodity, you're the product. The more information and knowledge you have here, the more money you will make, right? The more knowledge you have here, the better of a leader you will be. The better of a leader you will be, the more you will attract other leaders and join businesses and build things together and create abundance all around you for all the people you're connected with, right? That's what it's all about. If you're just trying to go out there and sell stuff to people part-time, it's not going to work out for you, okay? It's not going to work out for you. I'm telling you now. I tried that. And a lot of people did. There's a reason 97% of the industry are failing, right? And there's also a reason that our mentors teach us how to make money. The explosive entrepreneurs are making money. There's a reason for that, right? We follow formulas, we follow steps. So if you got some value today, give me some action in the comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me some golden nuggets. Tell me some aha moments you had. I love to hear the feedback. That's what it's all about. It motivates me to keep going, right? To keep putting out content like this. I'll probably start doing these more often. And if you want to join my personal development / financial freedom strategies group, there's a link in the comments or in the description somewhere around here, this video. Click on that and I'll see you inside. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the love. And I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.